As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He's in open space downfield. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man by himself. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Indiana! Fitted in the window for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Lawrence. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff from the gun. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Makes the grab. It's Chandler. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that.
Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, running back on the move.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually...
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Breaks into the open. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback will keep it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to pass. It's Lawrence. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The offense lining up for a first down play. And off to Jones. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to it. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like...
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around and they'll have to go back to work. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lawrence. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Jet sweep headed to the edge. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Badgers look to keep this drive humming. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to Jones. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Scrambling away. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Badger! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for him.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.